Hi, well, welcome everyone to our Light Your Dream Team training. We're going to do the Zoom here a little earlier in the month because we want to recap our events and experiences at Fling 2024. I can't believe it's only been like a week and a half since we came home. Wow, it just seems like so long ago. We learned so much and we're already starting to implement the things that we learned. So it's just a really exciting time. So I want to just kind of go through some of the highlights. The theme this year was Shine Bright. So that's kind of the slide that's up there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just kind of going to go through the Facebook. I posted almost all of the information the morning after Fling in our Light Your Dream Team Facebook group. So things won't kind of be in order. It just will be as the post comes up, but then I'll kind of go through my notes and make sure that we did kind of cover everything. So do take note that there's two different release dates. Some things were released on August 1st, which we've already acquired here. And other things won't release until September 1st. So the poison apple, the horchata, and candy corn won't be releasing until September 1st. And we were pleasantly surprised with the amount of fundraising donations that were given away by the company. They calculate how many fundraisers are done, how many candles are sold. So it is really important that when you do a fundraiser, that you're not ordering in your back office and placing the order to yourself, but that you're actually using the fundraising distributor order form that you email into the company so that they can kind of keep track of these numbers. In fall and winter of 2023, there was 22,892 candles sold, and that amounted to about $183,000 in donations that would have been given to the groups. And then when you add on spring and summer of 24, which is a little lighter season, there was 2,737 candles for 21,000. So a total for those two seasons was over $205,000 that all of us, these distributors who participated in organizing fundraisers, gave $205,000 to those groups. So that is awesome. And we are right now ready to launch into the fall fundraising season. The order forms are now available. And I will go through that here again as the pictures just kind of come up. I'll talk about it.
That's a huge number, Kathy. Wow, $205,000 that went out to all different groups out there. That's great.
Yeah, and again, these are the only ones. If you did it through the order form, we're aware of. There could be others that maybe did smaller ones or did order themselves. And again, here is our Light Your Dream Team logo with the theme Together We Shine Bright, Fling of 2024. So all of the attendees at Fling received one of these. So the first night, Friday, we have the leaders dinner. So Sapphire and above qualified directors meet with Kim, the vice president, and then Bob and Charlie and all of their families. And then we go out to dinner and kind of talk business and catch up on where the company is and where they want to go. So that was kind of the Friday night. And then Saturday morning, we took a tour, and I'll show you a couple pictures that will come up here shortly about the tour, which is just phenomenal. It's fun to do Fling elsewhere, like in Phoenix last year, but there's just nothing like being at the home office, seeing where Bob and Charlie and, Lisa, where they actually office, and then taking a tour of the warehouse. Oh, it's just incredible. It smells wonderful. It gives you an idea how hands-on these products are. And I'll show you a couple of pictures there, but on a Saturday morning was the tour, the team meeting, and then we had lunch, and we were fed so much. The afternoon we did fun totals, and then awards to achievers, and then Sunday was primarily training. So on Saturday, Allison and I were recognized as number 1 and number 2 as the top performers in sponsoring in the company. So that was exciting news. Congratulations to Allison again, her second year being number 1 in the company. And here's us on stage doing our training the next day on team building. And we will be providing to the team that recorded training that we did. We'll make that available to those that weren't able to attend. Here's a picture of the top achievers trip. So those that earn.
Hey, Kathy, you're breaking up pretty bad. Kathy?
Oh, okay, I think the internet bleeped there a minute. Am I back?
Yeah, I can
Okay.
hear you now. Yep.
So these are those that earned the trip, and they gave us a candle in the brand new Sunrise Sandalwood. Oh my gosh, it's an incredible scent. I think it's going to end up one of my favorites. But the picture of everybody that was on the trip is on the custom label. So that was kind of fun. And this is something I really want everybody on the team to read and print off, The Power of Five. That was part of Allison and my training on team building, so that you can see the potential of network marketing and why we engage in team building and not just the fundraising and not just the retail sales that do provide income for you as part of your Mia Bella business. But the big money is made in team building. So that Power of Five shows you why we want you to engage in part. And they did announce then the August 1st fragrance of the month. So it's already been released. I've been burning mine.
Oh, that's good. I have mine burning too. It's awesome.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I
it
love
smells just like marshmallows. You could smell the actual graham cracker in it.
exactly. And it reminds me of back in the day, one of my favorite candles ever was Pastry Shop. So I like it when it has either like a nutty or a graham cracker. You wouldn't think that that would be enticing in a candle, but it's, the sweet and the graham cracker, you can really smell it. So very fun scent that they released. And then they gave us a free candle. So you'll notice, throughout the weekend, we were given free product. So we each got a free s'mores jar. This was a few of us that had arrived the first day on Friday. We were meeting up, having a few drinks and appetizers and meeting for the first time. Both Lane on the right there and Linda on the left. It was the first time that they attended a Fling event. So that was really exciting. And this is, too, we often talk about, what happens on stage and training is powerful, but also just as powerful is what happens at the table like this when you're gathering and just hanging out. Lane gave us a phenomenal training on what's it called? Quarter auctions.
Quarter auctions. Yeah, I never heard of it, but boy, is it interesting.
So Alice and I from the Midwest were like, we don't know what that is. You're making it up. So she gave us a little informal training there at the table. So, and when we say that you learn something every time, even after 20 years, 15 years, you're still going to learn something. Allison and I learned something, and it wasn't on the stage. It was sitting here with our team discussing how we run our businesses. So I felt that was really an awesome. It released in the fall winter fundraising scents. So those are available now. Those are the top 15 sellers in each of the kind of categories. You got some sweet, some masculine. So those are available. Then the cod candle donation. So this is outside of the fundraisers that the distributors conduct. This is the breast cancer, the autism, the MS, or mental health, special labels that when people purchase online, the company gives some of the profit to those groups, and they raise $11,600 with those candles. So that's phenomenal. But I know we can do better. I know we can get these numbers, all of these fundraising numbers up. Fall scents became available on August 1st. And here's the list that I wrote out in cursive. And we had a kind of a funny little conversation about cursive at the table sitting there. And so that was my little thing that, yes, I did write this in cursive. You can read it, but those are all available for you now. And this was kind of fun. This was the new limited edition poison apple candle that will come out September 1st. This will be kind of for that, fall holiday, Halloween season. This was a label that was developed by one of the staff at the home office. And you can kind of see the notes there. But that'll, I think, be a really fun candle, something different than the typical candy corn, that we've done, or the kind of the licorice smells in the past. This will be an apple. And then this was a big hit. This is the reusable mug that has the hot cocoa. And I swear, when people say it smells like that Swiss instant cocoa mix, it so does. You can smell the cocoa, you can kind of smell the marshmallows in it. It's just phenomenal. This is the the logo, then I'm having a meltdown. So those, again, we kind of posted on the group. They are available for pre-order now. So the company is kind of waiting to get an idea of how much the distributors want to order, and then they'll place the order. So these are not going to be shipping out until October, but now is the time. I believe it was until the 15th, August 15th, that you can place your order for these. So now's the time to do it. Get them in October and then share those for the holiday. And I have my mug from last year sitting on my desk here, so it makes a great reusable gift. Then they gave awards away for the top sellers. So number 13 there was Allison boards. I got 27, Lane 33, and Casonia 35. So you can see the volumes there. Like Casonia had 8,500 in wholesale on her personal volume.
Wholesale. That's not retail. So that's almost double retail.
Yeah, those are some exciting numbers. And the exciting thing too is that, last year, Allison and I did make the trip, but Lane and Casonia were so close. I mean, with these numbers, they can make the trip this year with just a little bit more push. So I'm really excited to see these ladies really push forward and do something great for this year. Here's the team on the Sunday night when they have the karaoke and singing, dancing, a lot of fun. We tried to get everybody together. We did miss a couple because our team was getting big and everybody's kind of going all different directions. And it's just, you're hopping from one event to the other. It was hard to get all of us together, but look at those beautiful people there. So I appreciate everybody that attended. Look at all of them. So that was fun. And then this was part of the tour. This was kind of cool. This, again, is another example of how much of our product is hands-on. This is a little eyedropper with a little funnel that they fill the scent sways, and then they'll put the little stopper in by hand. So hands-on stuff. There was the top sellers. The watermelon was number 1. Odor No More Fruit Loops was number 3, and the Cashmere Glow was number 4. Cashmere Glow hasn't been out as long, but oh boy, do I love that in the car. It really smells nice. But they added to this collection, and again, anytime we start a new product, we're going to start with a few scents, see how it goes. Is the field going to like it? Is the field going to buy it? Are they going to sell it to their customers? And this has been a big hit. So they have now released the pumpkin apple. I have that in my car now, and oh boy, does that smell good. And then the snow-covered pines, which is my favorite pine scent. So I'm really looking forward to using that one over the winter. And then in these 2 scents that they just released, there is a refill now. So with their package will be a little bottle that will allow you to add 2 more bottlefuls. So you'll get about 3. There you go. Allison's showing it there. So about 3 jars worth in that packet. And so I did mention the food. This was my last meal of the night, Sunday night, with a banana split. It was so awesome. And so our registration fee was about $200. Okay, this stretched over 3 days. We had so much food that well exceeded $200 alone in just food. Okay, so forget the free product. We got tons of free product. We got tons of training to grow our businesses. That $200 registration alone provided so much food for us. So we had a good time eating well. And then somebody asked a question there. I don't know if you can see that, Allison, and maybe something about this scent sways. I can't see it anymore. I made a comment.
Oh, Sandra just said, I love the idea of the refill for the scent sways. Yes, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, it'll be good. Yeah, no sense in kind of wasting the beautiful crystal jar.
Right.
All right, back to some awards. And this was a really exciting, this is something that we used to do years ago, where they let the directors kind of nominate a rising star. This time it was first presented by Kim. She chose the nominee, so we weren't biased saying, well, pick our team. Beth was awarded the Rising Star Award. And this is somebody that's joined recently and is really working their business. So somebody that's doing retailing and sponsoring, and just really the company sees them. Of course, we see all of our people going places, but this is something that the company recognized, somebody outstanding. So that was really fun. So there's a picture of her there accepting her award and her little pink tennis shoe there. And then Lane got #2 for the most sales of the autism cause candle. So that was really exciting. And then, yeah, here's the list of people that attended. Allison and Jeff and Casonia and Lane and Linda and Beth and Jeff and Tracy, John and Zach. And of course, Zach won the contest again this year. I think he won this time. So it was $300 in cash that he got from our Sunday night costume. That guy just wins every year. So that's just fun. He has a good time with dressing up. And Allison, of course, looked beautiful too in her outfit. Susan, Mary Ellen, and Dom, and Carol, and Christina, and Randy, and Dana, and Bob. And that was that Allison and I put together for those that did attend. Okay, and so as we said, the fall fundraiser order forms are available for purchase. Now, also keep in mind that when you go into your back office, you are able to select one order form. So if you're going to like drop ship a candle to, you know, some coordinator in another state, somebody that's not local to you, you can send one order form if they're trying to determine if they want to do it. You know, they're trying to look at the quality of the product and the order forms. So you don't have to buy the pack of 50, but really reasonable. And I don't think we listed the price there, but was it, I don't know, it's like $16, $17, $18, something like that for a pack of 50. Really reasonable. Okay, I think that's kind of it for, oh, and then we did a few lives. There's us sitting out on the deck on Saturday night. Again, we had food sitting right by the river. It was beautiful. Everybody wore their I Love Mia Bella t-shirts. So that was so fun to see so many wearing the matching t-shirts. Okay, and this was something really cool for awards too. So this is those that earned the Kickstart bonus. Again, so they started and they were kicking butt. They got a bonus because they sponsored somebody. And so Dana, Christina, Tracy, Lane, and Beth, all from the Light Your Dream team. So this here alone was really exciting for Allison and I to see so many of our team on this award. So that was fun.
I know, we were like, oh, half of that list is from the Light Your Dream team. We were so excited to see the list of people. So proud of you guys.
That was awesome. And we want to see more. We want to see more names up on those awards next year. And this was the tour then that we did with Michael. He is the owner's son taking over the business, and he has come a long way. It's so funny because, you know, when I started 20 years ago, Michael was just a little boy, just like my son. They're about the same age. And he was just a little boy. And now look at him. He's grown up and he's taken over the operations, really working the business, being in charge. So it's fun to see the growth that he has achieved in his journey through Mia Bella's. And here's some of the products, very hands-on. Again, they put the little still things on top of each jar in order to line up the wicks so that they're not off center. Then they have the machine. This top left corner here, this is the vat of wax. So it's just kind of like white snow almost. And then they put it in there and it melts and turns into kind of a clear liquid that they then add the dye to. And then the machine will fill the jars. And then they let that cool. They'll put it over a table with fans underneath in order to kind of cool the wax down. And then they'll go and actually top off each jar with like a fun, almost like I think he called it like a soda pop thing. Like, you know, you just kind of and fill up that last couple inches there so that you get all of it in there. But yeah, what a fun thing to be able to see and smell and hear the steps of how they process and come up with new ideas. And just, yeah, it's fun things. Allison, why don't you go ahead? I think it for the Facebook slides. I'm gonna look over my notes here and see if there's anything else that I'm kind of missing. So tell us what your experience is. Tell me one, like why you do this. Was it worth doing it? And what is something kind of new that you got out of it?
Oh, yeah. First of all, just looking at this picture, I'm looking at Michael, and I'll tell you, this guy, besides his father, Bob, are extremely passionate about their company. They love what they do. They love the distributors out in the field. They're always there to answer questions, to help any way they can. They listen. They listen to our suggestions, what we, but you can just see as he's giving the tour out there how passionate he is about this company. And I'm just so excited that he's taken over the helm of the company, really. His Bob is always there, but Michael's the one that does everything. He's in charge. He makes sure everything runs smoothly. Um, he's the the leader right now in that warehouse. He's excellent. And I'll tell you, I wouldn't miss another fling ever. I would never miss a fling because even though I've been back with the company 11 years, every time I go, I learn something new, more than one thing new. Like Lane's 25 or quarter auction thing she does. I learned a little bit when they were talking about fundraising, different ideas. I've learned well, I was using that pink sheet, big mistake. I'm gonna start using the pink sheet. I actually sent out a couple packets out to groups the last couple days, and they all got the pink sheet. It just makes it much easier where you're not getting order forms. They're keeping their order forms, and the people just turn in the pink sheet with their money to the fundraise, whoever's handling the fundraise for the group. It's just going to be much easier. That way, you don't have to worry about getting the order forms back to them. So, yeah, and one thing about Fling, like Kathy said, just sitting around talking to people, seeing what they're doing, get the different ideas. Um, you just learn so much and you make such wonderful friends while you're there. I mean, you're meeting people all over the country and Canada, and um, these are friends for life. Kathy and I are very close friends. I love her like a sister that I don't have, so she's like my little sister. But you meet people and you just bond with them, and it's all surrounded around a candle, just a candle. And it it's just amazing to see the people come there and see the new people that come. It's so exciting to see them sitting there and learning and taking it all in, and realizing what they really have their hands on. We have a fantastic company. So really what they have their hands on here, and their excitement, it just makes you just want to go and shout it out. Me and Bella Candles is it, really. I've been in other home businesses, but this business, it's everything I've ever dreamed of. So and what I like too is, you don't have any pressure to do anything. You do your business however you want. Kathy and I are just here to help guide you and point you in the right direction to find the information you need, but it's all up to you, and how far you want to take it. We have distributors in our company that are so happy just being on the monthly bundle and getting products. They really don't want to sell, and that's great. Everybody is important. Everybody. It doesn't matter if you're a top leader or whatever you want to do with your business, because it's your business. But you have the support with our team, and this company's behind us and has our back. Another great thing. Oh, I'm just rattling on, Kathy.
No, you're doing
Another
good. That's on
another
to. Here's a great
another great.
checking
Oh,
out
here's a
product.
yeah, there's Kathy. She was looking at something. She's got the white pants on. She's looking at something there she was really interested in. Yeah, we were going down the aisles there and smelling all the candles and talking to the staff there about things, and it was really fun. Really great time to check out the warehouse.
Yeah, I definitely would recommend at some point you have to get to the Fling in Wilkes-Barre, even if you're on the West Coast. Again, they're going to try to do an every other year so that those on the West side can, last year it was in Phoenix. We don't still at this point know where the Fling will be for 25. It will be somewhere on the West Coast. But then be planning on the next year after that, 26, it will be back in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. So that you can visit the warehouse. That is just such a key part of being in this business. You got to see where they make the candles, how they do it, listen to them describe it. And as Allison said, just watch the passion of Allison. Allison and I, we had to tell our stories and we did a little bit of crying as we
Oh
were so
gosh.
passionate about our families. But then the funny thing is both Bob and Charlie, they cried on stage too. So
I
it felt,
think everybody was crying on stage.
Jack telling her story, and she got a little emotional, and that just tells you how passionate everybody is about this company,
Yeah.
the products, and what we are involved in, and how important our ability to earn income is to our families and what we can provide to them. So that's yeah, we got a little emotional, but
Yeah.
fun. The only thing I had in my notes here that I kind of didn't go over that I thought was interesting is that, these Senseways, they just came out. They haven't been out very long, and we've already sold 8,000 of them. So I think with introducing kind of these fall and winter scents, the pumpkin apple and the snow-covered pines, it's really going to even take off more. And one thing too that we did learn that they didn't discuss at the meeting, but in the leaders dinner, they are working on that Scent Saver program. So right now, an enrollee can only get the 2 candles at the 20% off. And they've always wanted to try to be able to give those enrollees discount on other products. And because of technology, it just hasn't been doable. And they've been working for months now to try to make that happen. And they think they're getting close to it. So here in the next couple months, or probably for sure by the end of this year, they'll have a way that somebody who is enrolled in the Scent Saver, and that is the preferred customer program, gets their 2 jars, which they can determine the frequency of. But then if they're like, oh yeah, this time I want to get a couple more items, so they'll be able to add that, to their order all together. And one other thing that I found interesting too, well, I know it gets a little confusing and even sometimes frustrating when they rebrand something, when there's a scent and they change the name or they change the label and we can't remember now what was that. But I think she gave a really good example of the boy and girl candles, which we had one of each, a pink and a blue. And we've had that label then for years, and we this last year changed the label to the Oh Baby, and sales went up 46%. So I think that's Michael and Kim do a really good job of doing that, evaluating the data. What are the stats? We've got something that's low selling. Is there a possibility that we can rebrand it, or do we just need to pull it from the inventory entirely? So when they do a rebrand like that, 46% increase in sales. The new birthday cake, they put that new label on, and that had a 5% increase in sales, but that was just released. I mean, within like the last month. So it'll be interesting to see how that, increases in sales. Okay, so we've only got just probably a minute here more before we get cut off. But again, I just want to express how important these events are. I love getting there and being able to spend time with Allison, because we've been working together for so many years now that we are like family. I love her to death, and being able to get there and see her and spend time with her is so powerful. But then, then the rest of the team comes in too. And like we said, we had so many this year. Linda, Lane, Dana, who else was like brand new? Beth's first time. So, how exciting that was for us to be able to put a name and a face together and spend time, at the old regulars, because Sonia and Tracy and Susan, they always come every year. They're there. It doesn't matter where. So we love being able to catch up with them and spend time together. And then we develop new goals. I mean, some people made some personal proclamations of what they plan to do with their business now after Fling, and that's exciting when somebody stands up and makes a commitment right then and there. That's really powerful. One is just you put it out in the universe and you told your leaders and now we're going to hold you to it and we're going to help you get there. So how exciting is that? So I can't wait to see, by the end of the year, the promotions that start happening, the fundraising that we start to pull in, and what kind of numbers that, the team itself is giving away to the organizations that we are working with. Now, every month I put $100 away from my commission check. So whether it's your sales, your personal sales, online sales, or your team building commission check, I put $100 away each month. Okay, so by the time that Fling rolls around next time, I'm going to have $1,200 just sitting in my bank account. So then it's not a big deal for me to say, "Are you going to Fling?" Well, yeah, I got the money. I'm going. You know, I'm buying my plane ticket, get my registration, and the room. Other than that, I think I spent $14 on the last day at the restaurant when I was there late by myself. Otherwise, I didn't spend another penny. All of my food and drinks. We had open bars all nights too. So 3 days of food and drink was provided for us. I didn't pay anything. And then they had a shuttle that took us, you know, back to the airport. So really the expense is not all that great, and it's especially not when you consider, one, it's a business write-off, and then two, the
Mhm.
value obtained from being in an event with people who are achieving, successful, and giving you that vision that you can do this too. All right, so we're at the top of the hour here, and I want to thank those that came on. We'll get the recording up, but I did want to, yeah, kind of get this recorded. I know we kind of put it on there, and Kim did her recording, but I want to have a record of our own team achievements, because that was really special to see so many people from the team get recognized on stage and get up there so that we could clap
Yeah,
and enjoy.
absolutely. I was so proud of them up there. So proud of them.
Yeah,
Beth
very.
and Lane, yeah, definitely. Hmm.
All right. Well, thank you all for being part of the team. And we're going to start jumping into heavily fundraising. So make sure that you're paying attention to those. And then remember the team sponsoring challenge that the team is going to do from now until the end of the year. So make sure you read that post, because you've got lots of awards and Bella Bucks coming your way for sponsoring. So this is our season. This is when we start. August here is when we prepare, we train, we get ready. And then September, we hit it hard with team building and fundraising. So good luck to everyone. Be sure to ask questions so that we are able to have everybody come along on that successful journey. So thank you again for those that did attend live Fling. I'm so happy to have met you and spent time with y'all. All right, so we're going to go ahead. You got one last thing, Allison?
Nope.
Okay. All right, we're going to go ahead and stop the call for tonight then, and y'all take care then. Thanks.
Thanks for